Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can draw a realistic eye, step by step. This video is going to be very interesting, so make sure to watch till the end. So let's see. To draw the outline of the eyes, I used an Artline HB pencil. First, I sharpened all the pencils I'm going to use for this drawing, from HB to 10B. Now let's start drawing. Here, I'm starting with the eyeball, and for all the dark areas like the eyeball, eyelashes, and other dark zones, I'm going to use 10B, 8B, and 6B pencils. Currently, I'm using the 10B pencil. You just need to observe your reference photo carefully and shade according to it. Apply more pressure for dark areas and less pressure for lighter areas. Drawing the eyeball, you'll notice I'm leaving some small boxes or spaces. These are the highlights, the natural shine in the eyes, so we don't shade over them. To shade the light areas in the eyeball, I'm mainly using an 8B pencil. And for darker parts, I'm using the 10B pencil again, but with a soft touch. For most of the shading in the eye, I have mainly used the 10B pencil. Just make sure your pencil stays sharp so that the shading looks clean and detailed. Sharpening my 10B pencil again and again to achieve clean and sharp shading. Inside the eyeball, the radial lines, I'm using a 6B pencil, and to darken those lines, I'm using the 10B pencil again. Okay, to blend the shading in the eyeball, I'm using a blending brush, basically a makeup brush. If you don't have a blending brush, you can use any flat brush for blending. Just blend slowly and according to your reference photo. Now for darkening any remaining dark areas, I'm again using the 10B pencil. For drawing the highlights in the eyeball, I'm using a Tombow Mono Zero eraser. If you don't have it, you can also use a regular eraser. It will work just fine. I have also used a battery eraser in some places. Now the squares or highlights we left earlier in the eyeball. In those areas, we need to draw hair-like reflections according to the photo reference. For extreme highlights, I'm using a white gel pen. Okay, so now our eyeball is complete. Let's move on to complete the whole eye. To shade the skin around the eyes, I'm using an HB pencil and keeping it nicely sharpened. For light areas around the eyes, I have mostly used HB and 2B pencils. Now for dark areas, I'm shading using a 6B pencil, and for the darkest parts, again using the 10B pencil. Blending around the eyes, I'm using tissue paper and a makeup brush. After blending to draw highlights, I'm using a Tombow Mono eraser, white gel pen, pencil eraser, and battery eraser. You can also use a regular eraser, costing about 5 rupees, for highlights. For drawing the veins inside the eye, I'm using an HB pencil, keeping it sharply pointed.
For shading the upper part of the eye, I'm using an HB pencil, but with very light pressure. You need to shade slowly and carefully here. Otherwise, the blending won't look smooth. For shading folds and dark areas above the eye, I'm using 4B, 6B, and 8B pencils. Again, for blending, I'm using the makeup brush. For drawing final highlights, I'm using a pencil eraser. Now for drawing the eyelashes, first make sure your pencil is sharpened very finely. I'm using the 10B pencil, and after sharpening it well, I'm drawing very fine, thin, hair-like strokes. While drawing eyelashes, keep this in mind. Eyelashes on the left side will tilt toward the left. Eyelashes on the right side will tilt toward the right. Eyelashes in the middle will mostly be straight. Similarly, draw the lower eyelashes following the same technique as the upper ones. Just follow my steps carefully, and you'll be able to draw a realistic eye easily.
Okay, so finally our eye drawing is complete. If you want more tutorials like this, let me know in the comments. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Until then, keep drawing, and thank you so much for watching.